Hi, Tom Zimmerman here. As you know, I talk about wellness. Well, you are what you eat. So you have to eat well to be well. It's part about living a good lifestyle, making sure that you exercise, meditate, have a stress free lifestyle. Try to balance things out. But the only way you can do exercise and sleep right, feel good about yourself, is you have to eat right. So I'm not much of a chef. I was a bachelor for 30 years before I got married. And when I got married, my wife took over the cooking. But my my dinners used to be chicken, broccoli. I used to have mixed vegetables and a potato. Mostly mixed vegetables, potato, and chicken. So I was kind of like Jim Morrison. I ate more chicken than any man alive. And because he died so young, I think I beat him out. But anyway, I will be using chicken in this tonight. I have broccoli, I have onion, I have peppers, um, I have tomatoes, zucchini, which I'll be grinding up. I have spinach. There it is, spinach, mushrooms, and I'm going to use olive oil because they say olive oil is great for the blood and good for the heart. And you know, if you have good blood, a good heart to pump, you're going to make it out all right. So I'm going to put this little dish together. I'm making this for lunch instead of having cold cuts, which peanut butter and jelly that I usually had in the past for lunch. I'm going to pepper it up and improve my intake of food. I have a new relationship with this food that hopefully will increase my health, my vitality, give me energy, and keep my enthusiasm, keep my mojo going. In my last video, I showed you my trip to Killington, the Beast of the East, and I did 3 days. 3 days. And I trained for that. You saw my other videos in regards to strength training. And I talked about wellness overall. So this is another segment of my channel. I just wanted to, show you the food that I've been digesting in the last couple of, I would say about a half a year now. And I changed my relationship with food. And as I said, my daughter turned me on to a lot of this healthy intake of food. So I'm experimenting. I'm having a good time in my old age. As you know, I'm a senior. And I'm trying to do the best I can to make every day count. And in order to do that, I have to eat right. You are what you eat. You have to eat well to be well. So here we go. Well, I went to the biggest zucchini because it's going to be a really big dish. I love this contraption. I'm learning how to work it. But this does the job. It's better than using a knife and trying to do the same. Take me all night. So I'll just keep on doing this. I really don't even need the end there because I got a good grip on this one. So I'm going to just do one large zucchini for this dish tomorrow. This is just for one dish, one lunch for Tuesday. Maybe I should do 2 for Tuesday. I think that was on Popeye. I think that was 2 burgers. I'll pay you on some day in the future. Now I'm dating myself. Perhaps some of you out there remember that and you could probably tell me what the line was. So this is pretty neat. It's nice and clean, pretty easy. When I get to the end, I'll put the claw on. It's the claw. I love these contraptions. I wonder who invented this. I'll have to Google it. So I'll just put the end on as I get near the end. It's good exercise for the wrist. I might as well. I should use my left hand too, but I'll do that on the next lunch preparation. So zucchini is a big part of this. I'll put the zucchini in the frying pan. I'll do that on top of olive oil. Now we talked about Popeye, now we're talking about olive. I'll have to Google Popeye and get all the lines correct and the characters. But it might have been Wimpy. He said, I'll pay you on Tuesday, 2 for Tuesday. I don't know. But I'm going to be having some mushrooms. It's good for your memory. So maybe after I eat some mushrooms tomorrow, I'll remember all this. So there you go. That's the zucchini. And it looks like a lot, but most of you people out there are probably much more experienced than I am with all these dishes. But you know it shrinks. I'm just going to throw that in there. And I'm going to add olive oil. Enough so it doesn't stick. So I'm actually going to cut this up real quick. Very good. Doing this late at night. Like I work out late and I prep my lunch late, but it's quiet, very quiet. And so, not to bore you, I'll be chopping up some mushrooms. I'll put some already cooked carrots and broccoli in. I will add this after I do the cooking because I don't like to cook this. I'm going to cut this nice big pepper up and then use the other peppers. Colors of the rainbow. They say that's good. So, and then I'm going to sprinkle in a lot of spinach. Again, Popeye. The only thing I won't take out is my pipe because I don't smoke. Smoking's not good for you. So there you have it. I'm going to cut all this up. I'll put it together and then we'll cut right to that. And then we'll add the pepper. All right. Olive oil. Well, I do add the stems. They say the stem is probably the best part of the mushroom. I mentioned in one of my videos that I Google a lot of this, and there's a lot of very experienced individuals that know so much about food. And again, I will share the ones that I think are probably the best resources to dive into the benefits of like mushrooms, peppers, zucchini, tomatoes. Broccoli is probably one of the best vegetables. Spinach. You know, I might even put avocado in. I think I should because avocado is one of the top vegetables to put in to really, to utilize in your diet. But I love mushrooms. I always did. So I'm not going to spare these mushrooms tonight. I'm going to cut them all up and distribute them all the way around this pan. Mix it up with the zucchini, as I will do as I cut up the peppers next. So Another thing about preparing, dinner, breakfast, or lunch, or even snacks, is really enjoy the process. Part of part of my reprogramming is really to take time out and slow down time and prioritize my time doing the things that are beneficial for my body, my mind, and keeps my spirit high. So, what I've learned in the last couple of months is that this is very therapeutic. It's relaxing. I'm not watching the TV. I'm actually relaxed. My my third daughter, and she's not a dog. She's my Yorkie. She watches me now. She loves when I make videos. She sits there while I edit, and of course, she enjoys when I cook. But she's been down here. She's usually in bed by now, sleeping. But when there's food around, she's up and she's around. So she's going to be my partner during this video. And I will probably give her a TREAT afterwards for being such a good girl. Because right now she's not begging, she's not crying. She's being very good tonight. I'll keep doing this, and I'll get to the peppers and the other items. Okay, so now I have the mushrooms all cut up, and now I'm going to add the pepper, a little color to go with the zucchini. This will add some good moisture to the dish. As you probably already know, the vegetables have a lot of water in it, and it's important for us to hydrate. And so this food, with the water and the moisture and all that, will help us hydrate, besides all the vitamins. So peppers are great. Everything's just layered right now, but I'll be mixing this up. Put a little yellow pepper on. Got to be careful with these knives. It's not that sharp, but I know there's other things I'll probably incorporate and utilize in the future. I have a lot to learn, but one thing I have learned that's most important is what healthy food there is going to be beneficial to my overall wellness, give me the energy, and help me with my muscle development, help me with my energy level, help me think clearly, sleep well. Having the right fuel, cutting down on the sugars. It's, we just had the holidays, Thanksgiving. We've had, Hanukkah, Christmas, and just recently New Year's. By the way, Happy New Year. This really was not a New Year's resolution last year. Actually, I ate fairly well, but I'm concentrating more now on eating well the majority of the time. During the holidays, I enjoyed all the pastries. I enjoyed I love dark chocolate. That's another thing. Don't ever give up dark chocolate. And if you don't enjoy dark chocolate, give it a try. You might have to acquire the taste, but you'll notice the difference. It's like if you drink coffee for Lent. I gave up sugar and cream. I dropped 10 pounds during Lent because I just gave up cream and sugar. that was an amazing experience. And, you know, I never went back. You know, I love my black coffee. I taste the true coffee. And it's interesting. I just recently learned that there was a study that people who drink coffee straight, black coffee, usually enjoy the dark chocolate. Um, some of it might be psychological, they say, because the coffee itself with the caffeine gives you a little jolt in the morning, gets your brain, jump started. My eyes open up, and it does the trick. Anyway, I had this. I always talk when I'm doing things and all that, so whatever comes to my mind, I just kind of ramble on. My brother used to call me the Rambling Man. No relationship to the Allman Brothers, but I love the Allman Brothers. Used to watch them all the time, listen to their music. Great group. So I have the zucchini, I have the mushrooms, and I now have the peppers. So what I'm going to do now is sprinkle some spinach in it. I always have trouble with these tops, but I use the stem and everything. And again, this shrinks. It looks like a lot, but this will all shrink. You'll be surprised what it looks like after I'm done. And probably most of you who are still watching, come on, don't give up on me. Realize that most of this stuff shrinks once it's heated. I'm also going to put in some broccoli, just to add a little different texture to it, different taste. But again, you want to eat broccoli. And in the future, when I give you the links of certain professionals that they dive deeper into why you should eat this food, you'll be making similar dishes like this. And you can be creative. If you don't really like mushrooms, or if you don't really care for zucchini or any of these vegetables, you could add what you enjoy, what you like to mix up. But you can't go wrong with this. It does taste really good. And again, psychologically, when you know how healthy this is, you'll learn to enjoy it. Just like dark chocolate and just drinking coffee black. So the other thing I'm going to add, I will mix this up just a little bit, just to get it going. Don't mind my fingers, but I just want to start the process, because once I put it on the flame, it will start shrinking. So here we go. There's a certain way of doing these where they come apart, and I will probably do that in a bit. But usually when I mix it up, these separate. As you can see, they're separating now, depending on how I cut them. And again, I'm learning what the right way is to cut these things. It's kind of learned by experience, just like anything. And I know as soon as I cut my finger, I'll find that item and probably purchase it. I'm sure when I'll be getting a cutting board, and I'll get the proper knives, utensils, and you'll see my growth. So if you stick with me and all of that, you'll see this 63-year-old learn new tricks. You know that saying. I don't even have to tell you about teaching old dog new tricks. Anyway, Riley is our Yorkie. I don't think I mentioned her name earlier, and I apologize for not saying your name, Riley. But she has some life. She is actually 9 years old, so she's 63 too. I don't know how she caught up to me, but it is a dog's life. Um, I just wish they had longer lives. But you know what? You know, we love her. She's very therapeutic. I think all pets just are a great distraction in our lives because it's something else to break the monotony in our lives. You know, if you live alone or if you're an introvert and you don't go out much and all that. Like my wife, you know, she likes to stay home. So Riley is a great pet to have because Riley just has unconditional love. Right, Riley? She's down there. So, okay, so I added everything that I wanted to. This I'll add later, the tomatoes. I'm going to put a little more olive oil on top. And that just will soak through. And you can't beat this stuff. This helps unclog your arteries and keep them unclogged. Because you want the heart to be able to push all that good blood and oxygen and nutrients throughout your body to all your organs. And you want to make sure there's nothing getting in the way of that. So, all right. So I'm going to switch to the stove and put a flame underneath this, and I will put a cover on it and start enjoying the aroma. So I got the flame going. I'm really psyched to cook all this good nutrients here. I could hear it simmering right now. I'm going to be using this plate. This plate is what my mother used to utilize when I was just a wee boy. And I guess I must have been probably 10 years old or so. My mother was full-blooded Hungarian, so I'm half Hungarian. And I think I'm going to enjoy cooking. And I think because I'm Hungarian, it might be the reason why I'm so hungry all the time. So I'm going to enjoy my hunger pains as I cook all this good nutrients and all that. Um, so, and then I'll be adding some chicken. As I said, I love my chicken, and I have to continue to eat chicken because I think maybe Jim Morrison had so much chicken, even though he died at a young age. Just in case, I better eat as much chicken as I can because I want to eat more chicken than any man alive. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that enjoy their chicken. So at 63, I want to stay healthy. I want to stay alive as long as I can. And I'm going to continue to eat chicken. So maybe I have a chance for the record. But who's keeping tabs on that? Who knows? But you are what you eat. I'm not saying I'm chicken. But I think with a mix of chicken and all this, could be a good finished product. So that's what I'm hoping for. I think I have a good start. But my goal is to reach 100 living well. When I was younger, I wanted to be 6 foot, and my father was 5'8", my mother was 5'3". So the chances of me becoming 6 foot was probably a real stretch. I did that too. I used to hang from things. And they had the inversion boots too. My cousin George had, so I was hoping that it would, stretch me out a bit. But I prayed and I visualized myself reaching 6 foot, and I did. So I'm going to do the same. Hopefully, I can reach 100, triple digits. But something to shoot for, right? All right. So I'm going to keep watching this, and then I'm going to end up turning this. I might do that now just to get it cooking even. I like the zucchini on the bottom a little longer because I want to make sure that's cooked well. So it did shrink a little bit. So I think I'll put the lid on it. And some people might say you talk too much, you should put a lid on yourself. I've been told that a few times. All right. Yeah. It's just a matter of time now. Matter of time. All right, let's see how it's looking. Oh, yeah. See all that moisture from the steam and all? And look at it. Look at how low it got. It's incredible shrinking dish. But it is simmering nicely. Get a little facial in here. Wow, that clears the sinuses. I had some tears in my eyes. I was so happy. Then I realized it was the onions. Look at that. It's so moist. Oh, look at that zucchini, huh? All right, so everything's cooking really well here. Now I will add the chicken. Now this is chicken breasts. I usually like dark meat. I like the legs and the thighs. I'm kind of leg and thigh guy. But this is a turkey breast. As you can see, it's nice and white, soft to the touch, and lean. So don't mind my fingers. I wash them. Wash them a lot. Especially with the pandemic. All right, so I'll just mix this up a little bit. Get that chicken breast in there. Nice and tender. And I'll put the hood back on top. And once I'm done, I'll be putting these nice red tomatoes on. Great for the skin. Looking forward to eating this tomorrow at lunch. All right, so another 5 minutes went by. And again, I'll just turn this over. Now the chicken is getting mixed in with everything else. Make sure I get the edges. Oh. Whew. That is nice. So at this point, I'm going to put a little pepper. This is the coarse ground black pepper. Ooh. And I'll let that stay on top for a while. And then when we mix it up a little more, another probably 5 minutes. I'm getting close. The prep time takes more time than the cooking time. But again, like I said, it's a process and you have to enjoy the process. I'm enjoying the evening. It's nice and relaxing. I think Riley was too tired to stay up. I heard her go into the living room and she made her bed there. But I think she's hoping that she could take a nap and come out and have a midnight snack. Actually, it's not that late, but it's getting close to 10 o'clock and it's close to my bedtime because I like to get up at 5 o'clock every morning and do my stretching, have my cup of coffee. It's a good time to meditate, not in the true sense of meditation, but it's my time to wake up and think about my day to come, well, positive thoughts. And tomorrow morning, I'll be enjoying my breakfast, but I know I'll be looking forward to having lunch. I usually have lunch at the same time every day around 12 o'clock. I'm like clockwork. That way with my life these days. And they say it's healthy to have a routine, to go to bed at the same time every night or close to it, eat around the same time. So your body will start getting into a rhythm. This is a new event in my life. This is a new hobby. So I'm incorporating in most of my time is spent in the evening. Like I said, when I work out, I walk around the block. I've been doing that at night because, daylight savings time, it's pretty dark out, but it's getting lighter every day now by 1 minute. So, but I keep it a routine. I think it really works for me. Everything that I read or heard people talk about, they say it's really good to be in a routine, especially with your sleep. So I think you program yourself to time when you eat, where you sleep, eliminate. So I try to have a routine when I work out, when I relax. I have a time now where I work. It's almost like the 9 to 5. It's really 8:30 to 4:30, but give or take a half hour here and there. I said within an hour. I think that's probably. Where you're not too rigid about what you do in your life. I think that meant I should look at it. All the moisture building up. Oh, yeah. See, I get talking, I get, again, rambling, like the rambling man. I know rambling means something else to the brothers. But I do a lot of that, too, with my van Do It. I'll be hopefully going skiing next week for, I think, at least 4 days. I would like to. And, I have to prepare some food for the boondocking up in Vermont. I do use my microwave, so I heat a lot of things up. So I have to kind of prepare things that I could easily heat up. I do have induction pan. I think that's what they call it. I haven't used that. I've used my grill in Colorado when I visited my sister out there for 3 weeks. My daughter joined us. If you haven't seen those videos, check them out. It's Hiking Colorado. It's one of my playlists. So like I said, my activities are, mostly skiing and hiking. So my original videos were my travel and adventures, and so it was mostly my videos of skiing Vermont, skiing up in Whistler, Canada, and hiking the San Juan Mountains and the Rockies in Colorado. So there's a lot of things that I have to do in between, and this is another thing that I do. And of course, I train for all those activities. And like I said earlier, I want longevity, but I want a healthy longevity. I don't want to be uncomfortable. I want to make sure that I try to maintain my health. So at 63, I feel, even though I'm a senior, I feel pretty much like a freshman in the class of wellness. I lived well most of my life, but I didn't really concentrate or was thinking the specific things about wellness, health, mindfulness, meditating. A lot of that came natural. I didn't know what it exactly was, but I knew what was good for me. I knew what felt right. I knew how it helped me maintain my energy level and all. But now doing more of reviews, and studying and research, I'm really into it now. So I have more time. As I said, my kids are growing up. Um, I have a lot of time for myself, and I'm enjoying this. Hey, I'm almost done. Okay, well, I think I'll put on some more pepper. As I said, I like to mix it in. Pepper actually is good for you. No salt, no hypertension. And I think I'll put in the tomatoes now. Just a little steaming. Spread them out a little bit because I'm not going to turn this over anymore. I think it's fine the way it is. All right, so let me put the lid back on and give it another 5 to 8 minutes, and I think that will be the finished product. Ooh, it smells good. Okay, I'll turn off the flame, lift the lid. Ah, I think it's done. Take a look at that. Woo! I'm going to put it on the plate. Let it cool down. As you can see, hopefully you can see there's a lot of juice there. But I'm going to pour it into on top of it. I'll pour the juice on top of it once I'm done putting it on the plate. Now, I think this is a big lunch, but they say a big lunch is better than a big dinner. Now, there's no way I would eat dinner this late because I don't think it's good to do. I'm going to save some of that juice for the end when I put it in my container. But take a look at that. That's a good dish. I hope you think so. Hey, I'm going to call that the Zimbo Deluxe Lunch. Zimbo's my nickname. Anyone who calls me Zimbo is from my childhood days up through senior year in high school. That was my nickname. So that's what I'm going to coin it. The Zimbo Deluxe Lunch. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had a couple laughs. You chefs out there probably turned this guy has a lot to learn, and I do. And I hope I learned something from you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And I give you double thumbs up for sticking with me and watching the video. I had a lot of fun by myself, but hopefully it comes through on this video that I'm really enjoying this new hobby of mine. It's a healthy hobby. It's something I will continue to do, hopefully up to at least 100. Well, I want to wish you all well. I want to wish you a happy new year. And if you enjoyed my video, and if you'd like to see how I progress, how I transcend in my life, my new senior lifestyle, I'm a freshman in a senior class. So I have a lot to learn, and I hope to learn things from all of you. So please leave me some comments, and you can give me some suggestions. And if you have your own channel, please let me know. I would definitely check out your channel. I'm an open book. I want to be like a good Italian bread. I want to sponge it all up, all that good stuff, and digest it. So Happy New Year. Have a healthy and happy and prosperous year. And most of all, be well.